Deepikapadukone.
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 It's really nice to hear them pronounce the surname right because I've heard a few, they've like said Deepikapadukone.
My favorite celebrity in my country would probably be Meryl Streep. I think she's super talented.
In my country, Emma Watson. She's powerful all girls.
I would say Margot Robbie.
I think for me, I don't know, I think people seeing the video might laugh at me, but I really like Amitabh Bachchan and his acting skills have always been really good and he's a well-respected talent in the industry. So among the male celebrities, I really like his acting and his talent. Amongst the females, I really like Aishwarya Rai and Deepika Padukone. They're just really well-spoken. It's really hard to choose one person in Bollywood. Maybe. Maybe, I'm not really sure.
I don't really think there's gonna be much difference, but I feel like I'm gonna be proven wrong. But I feel like with especially like UK and America, I feel like we say the names pretty similarly, maybe?
Yeah, I think it would be similar.
With India too, like we usually use the Americanized version or like anything, like if it's a celebrity who's from the UK, we'll pronounce it that way. So the most you'll hear is maybe like a difference in the accent, but the pronunciation will be the same, I guess.
I feel the same, but I think if you're talking to other Australian people, you might use a different pronunciation as opposed to maybe if you're using the sort of worldwide kind of American standard.
In the USA, we say celebrity.
In England, we say celebrity.
In Australia, it's celebrity.
In India too, we say celebrity, but it is still like not that common to use just the word celebrity that often. You usually associate a celebrity with their profession. So he's an actor, she's an actress. So we say the word celebrity, but that's like, I think, not that commonly used from my knowledge.
I mean, everybody's accent kind of sounded pretty similar, I would say. I would say just the UK is more...
UK is different.
Yeah, UK is more like the T.
We say T.
Yeah.
Celebrity. Yeah, but Americans say celebrity. Celebrity.
Yeah, celebrity.
It's
so slurred. In the USA, I think we would say like Deepika Padukone.
In England, we would probably say Deepika Padukone.
In Australia, we'd probably read that as like Deepika Padukone.
Deepika Padukone. It's really nice to hear them pronounce the surname right because I've heard a few interviews where they've like said Deepika Padukone.
I thought someone would say Padukone. Padukone, they could say.
Padukone. So, Deepika Padukone. It's quite similar.
In America, we say Hermione Granger.
Yeah, in England, Hermione Granger.
Yeah, Hermione Granger.
Hermione Granger.
If we didn't know the movies already, maybe we wouldn't say it like that. We might be like Hermione. I don't know. I don't know. But like I've known her since I was a child, so.
I was thinking the same thing. Like if in India we did not know the character or the movies or how it's pronounced, it would have been like Hermione?
Yeah.
Hermione? Like Granger, like you wouldn't know, so. There's different pronunciations.
Hermione is correct, and then I would say Granger, maybe. Granger. You could read that as Granger.
In the US, we say Scarlett Johansson.
In England, we say Scarlett Johansson.
In Australia, we say it one of two ways. It's either Scarlett Johansson or Scarlett Johansson.
In India, we say Scarlett Johansson. Johansson is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just be pronouncing her name completely wrong. That could just be me as well. But I think in Australia we have like the sort of the more, I guess, ethnic version of reading the name and then the more kind of standardized. Yeah.
In the US, we would say Margot Robbie.
In England, we would say Margot Robbie.
In Australia, it's Margot Robbie.
In India too, it's Margot Robbie. But like I said, if you do not know who she is, you could mispronouncing and calling her Margot. The T would be not so silent anymore.
Yeah, I would say maybe that could happen in the US, but I feel like Margot is kind of it's not an uncommon name, so yeah.
I think the R is more, so Margot, like that, yeah.
In the US, we would say Shah Rukh Khan.
In England, we would say Shah Rukh Khan.
In Australia, most likely Shah Rukh Khan.
In India, we say Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan, yeah. It's the same.
But I feel like he's pretty famous.
He is.
So most people kind of know.
In the US, we say Tom Holland.
In England, it's Tom Holland.
Yeah, in Australia it's Tom Holland.
In India too, it's Tom Holland.
So it's just my American accent. I was like, Tom. Just kidding, Tom.
It was like, it's
Tom
R and
Holland.
O, it's different. It's like Tom. Tom.
The vowels are different, I think, in UK versus America.
And the way you said Holland as well.
Holland? Yeah, Holland. Yeah, everything's more like, I think.
Emphasized on.
Yeah, it's nasally, kind of. Okay, in the US we say Leonardo DiCaprio.
In England, we would say Leonardo DiCaprio.
In Australia we just call him Leo. Yeah, but Leonardo DiCaprio.
India too, we'd say Leonardo DiCaprio.
Like in Australia we have a sort of history of butchering Italian names, particularly Leonardo DiCaprio.
You're on first name basis with Leonardo.
Wait until we give him a nickname as well.
He's so good looking.
In the US, we say Christopher Hemsworth.
In England, we would also say Christopher Hemsworth.
Yeah, in Australia that's just Chris. In Australia we'd say Christopher Hemsworth.
Today's the first time I'm finding out his full name is Christopher Hemsworth. It's Christopher Hemsworth.
It's the difference with American and English again. Christopher.
Yeah, the UK sound is so much softer.
Sounds very posh.
Maybe the sound as well. Christopher. Yeah.
See, we just changed the ER to an A, just solid Christopher.
Christopher.
So in the US, I feel like I've heard this several different ways. I would say Priyanka Chopra, but I think I've heard it like just different emphasis, like maybe like a Chopra or something like that.
In England, if we saw it, we would say Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah, in Australia it's probably like Priyanka Chopra.
In India, we say Priyanka Chopra. Yeah, it's the same as everybody said.
I don't know why this is hard, because okay, in the US, I've always struggled with this one. I know, like, I hear people say it and I hear them say Kate Winslet, but it's not spelled that way, so I guess I would say Kate Winslet.
In England, we would say Kate Winslet.
In Australia it'd be Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. But I have heard someone say Kate Winslet too before.
I don't know if people are just like messing up her name. In America, we say Anne Hathaway.
In England, we would say Anne Hathaway.
In Australia it's Anne Hathaway.
In India, we say Anne Hathaway, but there are chances of people omitting out the A and just saying Anne Hathaway.
I think difference, the A again, I guess would be different. Like, kind of like I say Anne, you say like a softer. It's like, it's slightly different. In the US, we would say Nicole Kidman.
In England, we would say Nicole Kidman.
In Australia it's Nicole Kidman.
In India, we say Nicole Kidman.
It's the same.
Yeah, very similar.
In the US, we say Amir Khan.
In England, Amir Khan.
In Australia it'd be Amir Khan.
In India, it's Amir Khan. So the A is very different because they pronounce it as A. But in India, like the double A, it signifies like A. So it's Amir Khan in India.
Khan.
Khan.
Yeah.
In US, we say Benedict Cumberbatch.
In England, it's Benedict Cumberbatch.
In Australia it's Benedict Cumberbatch.
In India, we say Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I think the batch part is a little different, I think.
Batch. We say quite similar.
Yeah.
The US says it like Cumberbatch and UK is like Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch. Yeah, it's less of the R sound.
I feel like it flows off the tongue better your way. It's Cumberbatch instead of like Cumberbatch. In the US, we say Johnny Depp.
In England, we say Johnny Depp.
In Australia it's Johnny Depp.
In India, it's Johnny Depp.
Or like the
Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah, it's still that like O-N sound. It's just slightly different, yeah.
Very fascinating.
In US, we say Hugh Jackman.
In England, we say Hugh Jackman.
In Australia it's Hugh Jackman.
In India, we say Hugh Jackman.
That's interesting because I feel like I've heard somebody say Hugh Jackman. I don't know where that's from though.
I would think that's America because you guys don't really pronounce the H's.
I thought it was UK, but maybe not. Like something. I guess not. Yeah.
It could be a particular dialect from UK.
Yeah, maybe.
Like they don't pronounce T's in some parts of England.
Right.
It's fun.
I'm not too surprised because most of the pronunciations are similar. However, there's a strong difference between the American and UK's, like the accent, because of the emphasis on the vowels, like they're emphasized on differently.
I think it's also because they're quite famous people, like their names have been quite standardized in terms of pronunciation.
Yeah, Australia and England are very similar.
Yeah, I think so.
And we learned British English, so even though I have an Indian accent, I think a lot of the emphasis on the T's and the R's come from British English.
I'm the only different one, like, like you guys all sound kind of similar. But yeah, so it is interesting because I feel like the accent on it does, like, most people take the British version, I guess, kind of. And also to learn about the AA, that was so interesting. I think that's good to know.
I'm happy to share that.
You educated me, thank you.
No, don't worry about it. You're good. So today we tried to pronounce the names of different celebrities in 4 different countries' accents.
If you liked the video, please like and subscribe below.
Bye bye. See y'all later.